It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, April 14th. I'm James Spann. A blanket of moist air hangs over Alabama. An ocean of humidity. That means wet at times through the weekend. Now, let's go in and check things out this morning. The upper low that's been over Texas beginning to lift out. And it looks like a little slot of drier air in the mid-levels has worked in here today. And just maybe that means the day will be relatively dry. Still, there's a chance of showers today, but not as widespread as yesterday. That's a radar early this morning at 5:08. And you can see a few sprinkles around. But again, I think a fairly decent part of the day today will be rain-free. Starting off the day mostly in the 60s, Birmingham at 68. Dew point still pretty high up there. The dew point is 66 in Birmingham. So lots of low-level moisture in place. There's a watch warning map. Up north, all those pink counties, those are red flag warnings for wildfire dangers. Up north, we have flash flood watches for parts of Kentucky, West Virginia, the state of Virginia, and North Carolina. And down to the south, we have flash flood watches in effect for the Gulf Coast region, including Mobile, Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach. The watch does not include Panama City Beach today. And off to the west, southeast Louisiana, including Baton Rouge and New Orleans under a flash flood watch. The good news, though, severe weather should not be a problem. There is a marginal risk of severe weather over about the southern half of the state today. Tomorrow, a marginal risk well to the west. And on day 3, Thursday, a pretty good chunk of Texas with a marginal risk. But rain, you bet. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning, suggesting rain amounts in the 3 and 4 inch range, in addition to the rain we had yesterday, meaning some 5-inch totals are a pretty good possibility between now and early Sunday morning, if you count the rain that started yesterday. All right, model fans, here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time at 500 millibars. Now you can see the upper feature, that wave lifting out of Texas. We have a new trough in the northwest, and down below that, the moisture is still in place, but again, it's not going to be quite as wet as yesterday. This is the high-res HRRR today at noon, suggesting not much happening here, but there is a larger rain mass to the southwest. And then this evening by 6 o'clock, here comes the rain again. It's right back. So while a decent part of the day today should be dry, looks like this evening and tonight could be pretty wet. Tomorrow, an axis of deep moisture stays in place. We have a surface low developing near Trinidad, Colorado. Here's a look at the high-res NAM tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. So again, we'll forecast a pretty decent chance of showers and storms. Not going to rain all day. Thursday, again, a moisture axis in place right on top of the state. Periods of rain, maybe some thunder. And Friday, it's the same thing. Just wet at times. I wish I could promise you a bright sunny day where it doesn't rain, but that's not going to happen. What about the weekend? Here's a look at Saturday. Pretty impressive upper trough is west of the state. That upper low is over Oklahoma City. There is a surface low underneath that, under 1,000 millibars. And the question is, could that be a severe weather setup? Surface low is pretty far west for that. Clearly, it's going to be a wet day with a good chance of showers and storms. Here's a look at the instability, the surface-based CAPE values. They're pretty getting up there. This is suggesting parts of West Alabama could see instability values over 2,000 joules per kilogram. But the bulk shear, there's just not any. Saturday, shear values are nil. And this is the low-level shear between the surface and 925 millibars. And in terms of the wind field, the low-level jet, the better winds are off to the west around the upper low. So it doesn't look like an overwhelming severe weather setup. Now, Sunday, the low begins to lift out and it fills. It's over Missouri, but it's closer. And again, we're in the moist axis. We have seen other runs that put us in a dry slot. This run does not. And if we still have a decent moist air mass in place, that might be, a setup for some strong storms. We'll just have to watch that. This is days out. We have plenty of time to fine-tune this. And then Monday of next week, finally, the surface low moves up into eastern Canada and dry air begins to move in, with only a small chance of a shower Monday. And a week from today, we have broad troughing over the eastern half of the nation, and that looks nice and pleasant. Nice, cool morning. We'll probably start the day in the 40s. and the high would be around 70. Here's the end of the forecast. This is toward the end of next week, Thursday the 23rd. Troughing shifts back off to the west, and we stay in a fairly dry air mass if this is right. Look at temperatures coming off the ensembles. You can see those colder mornings around the middle of next week. Tuesday, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, lows down in the 40s. And that will feel pretty good. Not many of those left before that old summer sets in. That's it for the Weather Extreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. And if you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television site, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.